Hey there. Today I want to talk with you about alleviating stress before it becomes toxic. I have here in my hands 4 different stress relievers that I got from various places. One I got from the dollar store. I wanted to share that with you because alleviating stress doesn't have to always be expensive or hard. I have these from various places. Like I said, this one little kitty cat I got from the dollar store. I bought this one that's a heart, and I got this star one from my dentist. Great thing to have when you go to the dentist is a nice little stress ball star that you can squish with your hands. But to alleviate stress, I want to talk about stress, what stress actually is, what's happening when we have stress. Because stress is a normal part of life. Stress is something we cannot get completely rid of. It's just part of life. And not all stress is bad. Our bodies are built to deal with stress. When we are under stress, our body releases adrenaline and cortisol. Our heart will start to beat faster. Our blood pressure will go up a little bit. We might start sweating, but we feel the difference in our body. And that's a normal reaction that helps us in a moment of stress. But the problem about stress becoming toxic is when that chemical state in your body stays that high. Because after you go through stress and you react to your situation, respond to it, go through it, get to the other side, the normal response that the body was created for is to go back to a normal level. We do that by dealing with the situation, by being surrounded by support and love and friends, encouragement, knowing what to do with something, we deal with it. But when we get stuck in that, that's when it becomes toxic. When the body is stuck in that high amount of adrenaline, high amount of cortisol, we can get stuck in the fight response, a flight response, a freeze response, a fawn response. Our body is stressed by those hormones being at the wrong level, and it stresses our immune system. It can make you sick. It causes your immune system to go down, to break down. It has a negative impact on your cardiovascular system, your gastrointestinal system, on all the systems of your body. So we need to alleviate that stress before it goes toxic. Because we have to interrupt that stress response and get ourselves back to a normal response where we have a calm for a period of time so that our body can normalize the chemicals within it. And having stress balls is one way we can alleviate stress when we know we're going to be in a challenging situation, like going to the dentist. You can use one of these and it helps you. Another way to alleviate stress is through what people like to call breath work, which could just mean pausing and taking a nice, long, deep, slow breath, just being mindful of it. Just I'm going to do that again. I'm going to ask you to do it with me. In doing that, just that one thing can help lower those chemicals in your body. It's not magical, but it is effective and it is powerful, and doing enough things to mitigate whatever the amount of stress, because stress comes in all different sizes and shapes. And when we're children and it's going toxic, then it even has more harmful side effects that can become quite long-term and sometimes maybe even permanent. So alleviating stress is important. Another way to alleviate stress is what I do every morning, which I call quiet meditation. I do it for 3 minutes every day, and I started with just 1 minute, so you can start with just 1 minute. I sit in the quiet. If I'm in danger of getting a phone call, I'll put my phone on airplane mode. I have a clock in my office that ticks on purpose, and I sit and listen to that ticking of the clock while I have a timer on for 3 minutes, and I pay attention to my breathing. I make myself aware of my body to relax the muscles, because when we're stressed, not only are those chemicals going, but we have a tendency to tighten up all of our muscles. You can actually get muscle aches in your body from stress because they have tightened up and you might not be aware of that. So deep breathing, 3 minutes of quiet meditation, or you can do one if you want. You can do journaling. You can listen to music, and I will share a link to an article I have on my website with 75 things, no, 75 things that you can do. And I have so many of them, not because you need to do 75 things, because that would cause stress. It's for you to pick what fits your life. Because you have your stress, I have my stress, everyone has stress sometimes. But if we will do something to alleviate it, to mitigate it, to make it less, and get ourselves back to that normal place in our body will be healthy to respond the next time we're under stress. As I said, we can't get away from it completely, but we need to go through life in waves like that and have the highs, and we have the stress, and then we have the relaxation, and we go through periods of different things in our lives. And it's good for us emotionally, mentally, and physically, so long as we get back to that place of normal for our body to quiet and get to its center, to center itself again. Wanted to share this with you because we all have stress. And I'm that lady on the internet who loves you, and I don't want you to be stressed out all the time. I don't want to be stressed out all the time. I want to connect you to the love that heals. I'm from DanielleBurnock.com. Until next time, mwah, I love you.